What's up, Juan?
Hey there. Spear, man.
Can we get somebody to stream in Discord? And let's summon more people. If you need to change your spec, go ahead and do it now. Covenants.
Emir!
Just made it.
Sorry, crazy kid stuff. My puppy got her period for the first time, so that's fun.
I just went to click on the lock rocks. Whoops.
That one wasn't on purpose.
Alright, let's get summons out again. Ancient, we down the first boss already.
Congrats. That was one shot, huh?
It died with the trash on the way in.
Thanks for the summon. All right. So hopefully everybody watched the video. Here's a cauldron coming down.
Why am I like blind? Where is the send button for the note?
Usually at the bottom, usually move to a clean copy, save and send.
Oh, I'm not assist.
Oh, let me get you that assist.
How does that look for everybody?
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay, so
at
at least the game plan. So I guess I'll cover the game plan with the note first. The way the fight works out is it's essentially phase 2 at the start, right? We also saw that from the video. The thing with the cooldowns here is that the boss places the traps on the ground, and we're gonna need someone to pop 2 of them immediately, and then 2 of them immediately after the debuff falls off. Debuff lasts 6 seconds, and we don't want to roll the debuff. The way that these cooldowns are assigned is that those are these timers seem to be like, I want to say they're like a couple seconds off from when the spikes actually spawn, and the idea is essentially the healers can use, you know, the cooldowns are kind of spread out evenly across the whole fight, so that healers have a cooldown to use between spikes popping. So like the first 2 will go off, the rate will get kind of low because there's like ambient damage and the spike damage. Then 2 more spikes are gonna have to blow up, so maybe use the cooldown in the middle-ish somewhere between those popping. Timers aren't they're not exact, is all I'm trying to say, with the exact damage output. Exposed cores. Same as heroic, except there's other mechanics we have to be dodging while they're going on. And the exposed core itself is not the scariest part of the damage, it's the overclock that the boss does after. So essentially the exposed core is going to go on. We're going to take the raid-wide damage. We're using all of our DRs there. So you can see we got like Aura Mastery, and everything that's like range-based is being put in there. So we're going to DR most of that off, and then the boss is going to overclock himself, and all the damage that he does is increased until we put the core inside of him, and that's like, it ramps over time, and that's going to be the scariest part of the fight. It's right after the meltdown. That's kind of where, like, so like, I mean, Ashen lasts long enough, but then maybe something like, well, also Yu'lon lasts a while, so those should like try and cover us through the core meltdown and the damage afterwards. Let's see, other than that, there's also just cooldowns in order to cover the core overload phase. So we'll just start, the damage isn't that bad, we'll just all stand in Hishma's Ashen for a bit, and then Uno can do his Ashen, and we'll just start layering cooldowns as that phase goes longer. I think there are like 2 sets of spikes throughout the whole fight that don't have a cooldown assigned, but I don't think necessarily that all these spike pops will require a cooldown. It was just a matter of making sure we spread them out efficiently. That's the reason why I have so many rings assigned there. Let's see. Other than that, there's really nothing new. It's just that we have to deal with a bunch of, other than what I described, just multiple mechanics at the same time. We will never get a third meltdown because once the boss gets pushed to 40%, he doesn't do the meltdowns anymore. So we can start on the right side like we've always been doing, and it'll have like the same kind of flow that it's had. Vogue, did you have a DPS you wanted to pop the traps, or should like Mirror Ancient do it?
So, after watching the video again, I noticed that they recommended to have a healer do it, but if you think it's easier, I think probably the best DPS to do it would be Sakurai, but if not, I would say have
Okay. Does anyone have a weak aura that tracks that buff? I guess we don't know because no one's pulled the boss yet. Because honestly, just anyone who can actually watch the debuff tick down would be the perfect person. Because really, it's just a matter of watching the debuff tick off. And the second it ticks off, you just pop 2 more.
I think it's in the default.
I imagine it's in the costly require.
Yeah, and then like pack.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've installed the weak aura package. Someone have a link? Can someone link that?
But don't link in a raid chat. That's a huge.
No, not in raid chat. In Discord.
Yeah, I can. Vogue got it.
If you guys don't have this weak aura, you probably want to install it.
Where's that at?
It's in Sepulchre Strategies. It's just a all-encompassing weak aura for the raid. Okay, we should probably move to the other side of the room. Are there any questions or anything else you guys maybe want to cover? Should be
I get one of the
simple.
traps?
If you have the weak aura, then yeah, you could do it.
Yeah, like you said, I haven't tested it yet, but I'm pretty certain it'll be in there.
Okay.
And did you
So
say 2 people at a time?
So 2 traps at a time. So I forget the name off the top of my head, but you know the ability where the boss just kind of shoots like 5 spots on the ground, they explode.
It's Refracted Blast. Right?
Refracted blast.
So yeah, that leaves.
Revolution.
Wait, which one is it?
Matter Dissolution is the one where
Right, Matter Dissolution has to be run out of the raid, just like Heroic. If you get targeted by that, you got to move far because I think the blast is a little bigger and there's more balls. But yeah, I think is it Refracted Blast? I think it's that one.
Yeah.
It spawns. The traps will spawn exactly where like the center of those explosions are. So you'll see the swirlies on the ground. It's the one that the swirly is way smaller than the actual explosion. That's where the traps get left. And we always want to get 2. And then once the debuff falls off, you get 2 more. And once we move away, so like we'll be by this defense matrix. As we move around the room, it's okay if we leave a handful of traps behind after we leave. It's just a matter of cleaning up the area we're actually fighting the boss for the most part. And like, if we roll like into 4 stacks, that's like death. So, just gotta make sure we don't. Ideally, we never roll to 3, and 4 is gonna be like. Yes.
Okay, Vela's good too, so you want to give it a shot? Let's go for it. Watch roll out.
Just make sure someone picks up the ball. Yeah, it's... This will be our first trap spawning. Pop 2.
Yeah, that's literally nothing.
You
Up
can
the other two.
connect to. I got it.
Swap.
Okay, new traps. I popped one, so only pop one. Okay, that popped an additional trap, so just watch. And new traps coming out. Okay, you can pop 2 more. Okay, we got 3, so just watch. Looks like 3 is totally manageable, though. Watch de-resolution. Just watch range. It might come through us. It's going through melee.
We activated the
Got new
matrix.
traps.
Spoil score in 5 seconds.
Get inside.
Yep.
If you have a knockback, you can push the ads out of this trap,
Inside.
out of the circle here.
Yep.
So they just got good knockback, you can push the ads out of this trap, out of the circle here. So they just got grouped back in.
Watch your feet. And there's traps in here, so be really careful. Watch your feet. And there's traps in here, so be really careful.
Alright, throw the core at the Guardian, right?
Yep. New traps.
He's about to go full temperature.
Okay, let's go to the next matrix.
Yep, we gotta move. I missed that.
So the old traps we don't care about anymore.
We don't care about those ones anymore.
And then once we get him to 40%, he stops doing stuff, so...
He stops
pretty
spawning
close.
ads and he stops melting down. He still does all his phase 2 mechanics.
In fact, I think we just kill this. We kill this defense matrix until the core instantly phases. So
Watch your feet.
Unrising bypass.
Okay.
there we go. Okay, no more ads will spawn here. I remember the guide said you want to hold your DPS cooldowns for 15%. But make sure they're up. I'm not really sure what the time is going to be like right now.
And we can move the boss away from the traps when they spawn now, and we won't have to pop them anymore. So you could just slowly move them away, and he'll just stop doing mechanics at when we get to 15, and we'll just never have to pop these traps.
Watch your feet.
Do I get one more round or?
You could do anything that's close to the boss. Anything that's in danger of being hit by his mechanics and us.
Okay, I'll get.
But
We have one more res if we want to use
Get me
it.
up, I have rally.
yeah, we could get Rugi up. So we're also going to execute.
We're gonna be lusting pretty soon here.
We could,
Traps around the bows.
yeah, well, you could break those two right now. Anyone can just break them. Okay. Now we lost.
Kick matter out still.
Make sure you pot too.
And just watch the healer cooldowns that are rolling, and just make sure we're not overlapping them. Because we'll have to last like a little bit. We'll probably kill it before we get in danger of dying. Though.
I have both. I'm gonna start one soon.
You can probably start him now.
I mean,
Holy crap, he's just falling over.
I'm gonna him right into.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad at all.
Self's coming
Focus
up.
up, focus up.
Stay tight, stay tight.
No, guys. Still be a wipe.
Good
Wow,
shit.
okay.
Okay.
That was
Wonderful.
Easy one shot.
Congrats on loot.
Silence the doubters.
Easier than a word, boss.
silence the doubters. I respect it.
Yeah, it's still not a very difficult fight, but it's a little more interesting with the boss out than it is on heroic.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Standing there doing that.
Yeah, it's like actually a fight now. There's
I
a
see
bunch
that.
of
I see
them.
it.
What's up? Someone was saying something.
Didn't need to go to the third one.
No, yeah, he doesn't do that. You would be hard pressed to get him to actually do that third one.
There's
Once
also.
he
Go ahead.
What is
I was
you
gonna say,
push
what-
before 40%, he's just
Right.
gonna go.
Yeah, once he hits 40%, he doesn't do that mechanic anymore because it's like his phase 2 from heroic again. He basically just stops doing all this. I don't know. Stops spawning as he stops melting down. Apparently, he can still cast it. It just immediately.
Yeah,
it
the
does
heat
nothing.
goes down to 0, right?
Yep, he immediately just goes down to 0. I think you still have to throw the core in him, but if you hadn't already.
Do you want me to swap Covenant before or after trash?
Well, we're gonna have to you just do after probably, right? Because we're gonna have to resummon everybody and swap
Okay.
around.
It's funny. It lasted one pull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
We-
credit to us. Yeah. I mean, we played cleanly.
Yeah.
We could have wiped him just popping all 4 spikes at the same time, but everyone was focused up. So.
Sure, that's what a lot of other guilds like too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead and link the Artificer video in the Discord, so you guys can
Yeah,
watch that.
we might be needing that.
That's cool because there's too much else going on other than the fact that it hurts.
Yeah,
It
beats the
just
fuck out of the
hurts.
tanks, yeah.
That's literally it.
And there's a DPS check that's not even close to tight anymore. So
And you have to actually avoid puddles.
Make our way to Skolex.
You and me both, That ring is business fuck for us.
Nice socket.
Oh my god, look at that. Holy Toledos.
I was
Crit
gonna say,
mastery?
could take a picture, but
Oh, we didn't take a
next time.
picture.
I mean,
fights
we
up
one-shot it like that, like...
Yeah, like somebody did say it died with the trash on the way in. It's kind of what happened.
Make sure we hit the skull here.
Yeah, I hope some BLE drops. Sell them while it's still high.
Still millions, I'm pretty sure.
Nobody's buying any heroic BOE, but it's also pants, so.
Yeah, I think there's like a cloak that's really good. That can have any stats on. Called like Origin or something. I don't know.
Hey, what if the tech in Fire Mage is jumping?
What was that?
What if the tech in Fire Mage is jumping?
Why do we jump?
Yeah.
Because
So you don't hard. Sorry.
yeah, what he's about to say is in combustion you're instant casting your power blast, which is usually like a 2-second cast, and like if you're standing still, it's possible that you hit the button so fast it doesn't realize it's an instant proc, and you like hard cast it, which wastes time.
Okay, so you like during that combust, you just kind of spam it, and
Yeah, exactly. You're intentionally like clipping any cast possible.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you can,
You can also do,
wiggle
like,
side to side.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I just
You
Melee
just like
wiggle.
keybind jump into it.
No, I just hit spacebar when I'm hitting the buttons. Pretty much.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you just slam buttons.
I know somebody that's got it like sequence cast macro set up on their mouse
Oh my god.
or their spacebar.
There's a very reasonably good combustion cast sequence that's like within like 1% of optimal. So
Yo, we heard you guys liked one-shot mechanics, so we put some in the trash.
He just leaped up, grand slam down, killed me instantly.
he's got a thing for demon hunters. Yes.
There's actually like a rotation cheater for Fire Mage.
Oh yeah.
For the combustion, yeah, there is.
That's pretty like. That's like kind of lame though, right?
I mean, it's just it's a crutch, and like I said, it's not optimal either. It's just pretty close. And like there's situations where you need to change up what you do. But the single target combustion is pretty much scripted. At least with that power plasma. But I don't play with power plasma anymore, so. Back to 9.0 Fire Mage.
Are you playing the 8-second combust after so many hot streak?
Yeah, you always play SKV, yeah.
And are you Venthier right now or Knife A?
I am Venthier because the Knife A Covenant Legendary is the worst legendary in the entire game for Fire Mage.
Careful, don't pull the boss.
All it does is let you move.
What was that?
All it does
yeah,
is let
yeah.
you move.
And it gives you like stacking crit and haste. Which
Boss pull that just run out and stack up.
what is this World Eater? Is this another mob we didn't kill?
I guess.
Weird.
It's the mythic mechanic.
The World Eater.
Just
Oh,
random trash mobs are wandering into
It's
the
the
room.
Mythic plus mechanic.
You can all stack up on the door. See if
Oh,
you
this is gonna count as first pull. Scolex.
Rip.
Well, he
Oh, here
probably-
comes the burrow.
Maybe you live? Maybe
It
reset?
burrowed on us out here.
No way, he just
Yep.
parks on the door. Okay.
Wait, he didn't make it out the door. Oh.
No,
Yeah,
it's 'cause
whatever.
he's
I'm just
stacking
gonna die
people
then.
inside, yeah.
It's a lot quicker than waiting for him to reset. Or kill us all anyway.
Wait, did he reset or no?
He did.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's the ad.
I guess we just
We're gonna beat our rotations now. So be ready.
What's the cooldown on revival? Like, do you run a talent
It's got
for
some
like?
CDR, so effectively 2 minutes. It's nice to have for an emergency though. If we fall behind.
Yeah.
Ah,
Battle cap is based on the acquired.
I don't know why this sheet includes burrows after 6 minutes. That doesn't happen. Doesn't the boss harden rate at 6 minutes?
Harden rate is at 6.
You have until 6:05.
Yeah, I think we kill it by 5 minutes.
Is that a bet?
I don't have too much gold right now, so. But if it's a free bet, yes, I think we kill the boss around 5 minutes. And his district is entirely 4-piece.
-1.
Who?
Doesn't Sundos not have 4 piece?
No, he got it. He got it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
I thought he was the only one.
You got it. As long as everybody else.
Thank you.
If you're watching a business stream,
Yeah,
go ahead and you can deafen or mute the Discord channel that you're in, so you don't get overlapping calls.
I thought you were about to tell them the Twitch Prime. I mean,
That's what I was thinking. I was waiting for
Yeah,
the sales pitch there.
Oh, go ahead and check
Or
if
they
Twitch
could
Prime is available.
It is available.
If it's
you have-
available for you, you know.
No, you have a sub button though.
Yeah, I see. I see it. No, you only have follow.
No, he doesn't have a sub button.
Yeah, you have to be affiliated to have a sub.
True. I was close at one point. I think I reset.
Let's just kill this leader.
We have to kill this thing. Unless you want to pull him onto the boss.
Yeah, let's
That's
just pull him off the boss,
strat,
dude.
yeah.
On loss,
We're
yeah.
not gonna time it if we don't do that. So.
Right.
We should have left. How much of the trash could we leave up for the funnel?
That's big brain right there.
Yes. Because this trash definitely doesn't matter, right? Definitely doesn't hurt the raid.
Dude, there's not damage coming out until like a minute.
Yeah, I think on Lords of Dread we could pull the two robot guys on top of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not gonna hurt during the Sword of Darkness or anything.
I mean, that's why you fight them on the way, to give you the idea.
Let's let that pull out.
Yeah, this sounds like a whole lot of not fun to me.
Especially it doesn't count on the logs either.
I mean, fun for the healer.
Yeah, but what if
though.
you funnel?
Healer logs.
It doesn't count on the logs.
What
It'll be corrupted.
Yeah, but it would.
Oh yeah. Otherwise, people do that shit all the time.
For sure.
Yeah, true.
Okay. I think this is relevant.
Are you pushing a note or no?
Correct.
Okay.
Do you have? You said you have soak groups.
I put it in the sheet, like the.
Oh, you
the
did.
Sheet, yeah.
Okay. So boom. Save. This is. Collect. Station. That's this, and then I have to copy that from the other page.
Okay.
Sorry, you put soak groups where?
It'll be under.
He'll push it. He'll push it.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I'll put it on. I guess I'll put it on top.
Tanks are marked with square and triangle.
Thank you.
FYI.
Now, Viz, do you have a point in the fight where you're gonna need externals, or you're just gonna call?
I'm just gonna call.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay. So
Well,
we'll
Mark was
do
the same?
ancient. Do you want to use your GS first if he calls for an external?
So, Warm, I can also give 40% damage reduction. You as well.
If you use, if you use that for, if you use your Fey Guardians.
Okay,
for
I'll say like exactly who needs to. Who needs to
I mean,
do it. Like,
I'm fine with GA for sure, but like that's
You
like
just
a
use GS.
guaranteed. Oh, I mean GS rather.
I think
Okay.
you can just use GS because you want to use your phase to reset your divine hymn. I think.
Okay.
We could. It is kind of like a minute 30. That's a pretty
It's
strong
huge.
VR.
It's like one of the best.
Yeah. GS also just works as a cheat death though.
Yeah.
So.
Uh,
Okay.
Question: Is there a
Yep.
reason why the abilities, like the timers, are clumped with abilities instead of just sequentially?
Because that's how the sheet is organized, and that would take me a few minutes to reorganize it because of how
That's
weird
fine.
it is.
We can just
Okay.
work with it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
Just
sorry.
curious.
I did that for Vigilant Guardian. I guess he didn't have the time to like organize the sheets yet. It's just done by ability this tier so far. So, yeah, because there's a resource I use to like do these. Okay, so we've got soak groups on the top. So so Drawl, Zachariah, Invoked on group 1. Then Snoop, Noise, and Ancient, and then Lim, myself, and Muma are the final group. And we will only need the third group like once, I think, in the whole fight. So basically, as far as I can tell, with this fight, it's mostly all the mechanics are very similar to what we do on Heroic. It's just a matter of how we handle the wretches with this fight. So, I mean, Viz, do you have a direction that you would want us to move, or you don't really care?
It doesn't matter for me.
Because how this is going to have to start, I almost think we should start.
So I think
we should
you
start
should
over
specify.
here.
I think you should mark where you want each burrow to go. I think that's what you should do. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, I don't have. I need to fix my fucking LBY or something. I don't have markers on my.
I can do markers. Just jump where you want me to put a marker.
We're gonna. I think what we should do is range is gonna start where I'm jumping. See where I am? We're gonna start on this side of the boss. And now, instead of... We can't go back and forth on Mythic, because every ability he does leaves puddles behind. So, we're starting here, and we're gonna move out of this wretch, going in this direction. We probably have to go this far. We don't need a marker on this one, but we gotta go to about here, probably. And then he's gonna wretch again. So we'll do 2 wretches. And then we'll probably get to here. I want to say. By the third one. And this is where when he starts casting this third wretch, everyone needs to come out onto range immediately. Because we'll cancel his wretch and he'll pop out of the ground here. And we'll just move backwards from there. So you can put a marker on me here if you want. This is where we'll bait the first one.
The best way for that is lock gate.
Where?
See what the lock gate is?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so on Wretch 3 melee, we'll take the lock gate to triangle and roll a stack and cancel the Wretch.
Yep, and then after this, we have room to get knocked backwards. So I think range can move out to like here. Because we don't want to be too backed into the corner because the boss will have to go somewhere over here, I think.
Why not go around like the other side of the room?
You want to go this way? I was just going to try and make use of this corner because it's so deep. Like we could do the first cone this way. Or do you see like did you mean like go the opposite direction from square?
Yeah, I mean like go around towards like the entrance of the room.
Right.
I'm at the entrance of the room.
Yeah, like here, I guess.
I wanted to
Just
play
keep
with
bouncing
the
around.
new
No, but
Chromecast
that's
thing
we have
and see how
to
it works.
bait one.
But you
we
want
have
to play
to
your game,
So the range can move to here, and then yeah, they can go to where you were just standing.
Oh, okay.
Right, and this
Is
is
it
where the
still
raid will
stuttering
stack on the
annoyingly?
next one. So you could mark wherever square is.
It'll be
Yeah,
better
you're
on
right,
Saturday,
it's fine.
and then it will be
Okay.
Then it will be better forever.
That's how many burrows?
2.
2. So okay, we get knocked this way. Range can stand over here on the side, and then move to the left this way. So this can be.
Do we have enough markers for every stack point or no?
We should.
He'll only burrow 4 times, so we should have enough.
What do
So
we
there
wanna
should be
do?
an extra one here, right? I'll throw it.
Where are you?
I just dropped Moon.
No.
No, there's not. Okay.
Delete.
Delete.
Put Moon on me. I'm on the jellyfish over here.
Weird flex.
And then the last one doesn't really matter as much because it'll be the last one. We might not even get to it, but
So these are for the burrows, yeah.
These are for the burrows. So,
okay. Gotcha.
So right, square is where range is starting, right? And then they burrow to triangle, and then we'll stand kind of in the corner as ranged, and then we'll move to diamond, right? And then we'll stack on diamond, and then same thing. We'll cheat towards the entrance of the room on moon here. I'm sorry, after diamond, right? We cheat towards the entrance of the room as ranged. Then he'll cone, and we run to moon. And then we'll fight the boss. He'll cone, and everyone will stack on moon. So, are you following the pattern there?
So after the first burrow on triangle, we want to get knocked to like the pylon.
Yeah, in that direction. Right. And then okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, we need one more. So we'll get knocked again towards like the edge of the room. And then the final cone can go, I want to say like here. This could be the final burrow. Yeah, I don't know why they're so obsessed with like. I feel like you have a lot of the room to work with here. But do we have orange that you can mark on me? Okay. So yeah, the pattern just goes. He's gonna do 2 cones, and then we're gonna bait to triangle when he starts casting the 3rd cone. Right. Then range is gonna get knocked back towards this corner, kind of by this pylon, and we'll fight the boss. He's gonna cone. We all move to diamond. Stand here. When he cones again, now we bait. This is on the second one, right? So we'll bait to diamond. Then range will get knocked this way, kind of towards the entrance of the room. Fight the boss, cone. Then he'll go cast the second cone. We all stand on moon, and everyone baits during the cast on moon. Now range gets knocked again to the left a bit. I think we should be okay. Circle might actually, this circle, you might want to make like just actually closer. I don't want to stand too close to the boss, but like kind of just a little closer in that direction, yeah. Oh, you had it. That was good. Yeah, it's probably a little far away from moon, but good enough. And yeah, that's just a pattern. It's bait on 3rd, then 2nd, then 2nd, then 2nd, and the boss will probably die before we even get to the last one.
Cool.
And the scariest part, damage-wise, is going to be the going into the first burrow. After that, since we're not soaking as long, the damage is probably never going to ramp up as high as it did in the beginning of the fight. But I could... Well, the boss does just get a stacking buff damage, so I don't know. We'll have to see how that damage profile looks. It didn't look too bad in the logs. So... If there's not any questions, we can give it a try. One other difference from heroic is if you get hit by a swirly, you cannot be dispelled. So you will be haste debuffed, or is it just straight up throughput debuffed?
It's
haste.
haste.
It's haste. What do we want to do with my fallen order?
Fallen order, you can just use.
Send it.
Yeah, just send it when you feel like it. And remember, melee needs to be stacked, and range wants to be stacked if you're not in the soak group.
You can't reach tanks from here.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Just saying.
True, I did notice like a bunch of healers in the soak groups.
Yeah, group 3,
No, like,
have 2 of them.
I can't even reach them from not soak.
You can't reach them.
Should res
Yeah, you can move left, and we need to res Elexana once we get here.
2 soaks.
2 goes out. Let's snoop noise ancient.
We'll get Elexana up. Oh.
5, 4. We can just... Yeah, no, we need to wipe this.
So, I think
what we were supposed to do is like move back into this pocket. Is kind of what like the video was showing.
Oh, I see the pocket.
Yeah.
Pocket from the
So
first
like we want to like move and then like move back into like the pocket that's still there, so it keeps most of the puddles like group, and then he'll do the shit again, and then we move over. Is kind of what the video seemed like to me.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. So we don't have to go as far as triangle, essentially.
Yeah, we just have to get out of like the big cone and then like just kind of shimmy back over, I guess.
Yeah.
5.
I think I moved like all the way over to the triangle because I was just going.
Yeah, I think we all
brainless. Yeah, I was like trying
I
to.
think we all did, but that cone was kind of wide, so I don't.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we do have to, like you're saying, we'll move over to triangle and then go back in. Try and use.
Just use up
reuse
that
our space.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it might just totally be that all these markers are too close to each other because the cone was pretty fat.
I mean, we'll figure that out as we go.
Yeah, because the video didn't really give markers to place around the room. It just said like you said, it showed the pattern of like what you're gonna be doing. Okay, so we'll try that again.
And if you're in soak group, just make sure you have /range 10 enabled just to make sure you don't spread.
How far away is this marker right now? You guys are still in range of the boss back here, right? If you're soaking.
Yeah.
I feel like the range group could stand a little closer, and the soaks can be at the square.
This
Range doesn't have to be all the way at the
40
square.
yards away.
That was the feast. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I think we were just standing a little. Some people are standing a little too far back. And I don't know if you want to swap healers out of the soak group. Like having me and Muma
We don't have
group.
enough people. I don't think we have enough range players to do that.
Okay. Well, I think group 3 is probably the worst group to have healers in because that's when healing will actually need to be done.
Yeah. Then I can do that. That's the easy spot.
I feel like you should split the healers at least, like instead of having Worm and Muma on the same.
Yeah, maybe Warm Invoked swap or something.
Right.
What I'll do is I'll put. Yeah, I mean, yeah,
You just
I
do
guess.
that.
And then we have. There we go. Hold on, that's just. There we go. And I guess
Did you
could-
push? Did you push a change?
Oh, I see. Click me, copy.
Oh yeah, I see. You just highlight that section and paste it over. You can give noise. Are you giving your innervate? Someone needs to innervate the monk when they do their Yulon. Okay, yeah. So Snoop you can innervate. Yeah, you could call for it. Yeah. Okay. Let's go again. Do you guys need an external there?
No, there's a taunt mistake made.
Okay. All right. Ready when you guys are.
Okay, Hellstones. Thanks.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm sorry, I did not.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. We're moving left here. So we're just moving left. You don't have to go all the way to triangle. Chilling. Group 2 is going out to soak now. And we can move back towards the safe spot on the right.
5.
I think we're getting too much damage in the range here.
Snoop, you're out of position. Inching out
Super
of
sound.
5, 4, 3,
Yeah.
2,
We're getting nuked.
Rich, can you bop me?
Yeah, I thought I was still in first gear by the time we got back first.
You guys can keep going for a sec because I want to see what the puddles look like.
Triangle's in a good spot.
4, 3,
Yeah, you guys can actually still move back.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, we might not survive. We got 10 seconds to the next rush. Try and survive to the burrow.
4, 5,
I think otherwise you should be dead.
2, 1.
You guys can take the gate. No, you can't. Oh no, that's actually exactly how you want
That's
to
true.
have it.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be.
That's true.
And then you're just not supposed to let the cast go off.
Yeah.
But look, there's puddles behind, I think, because he aimed that way.
I mean, they're still very easy.
Oh, look, the tanks are still alive.
Alright, but die though.
Yeah. I'm trying.
Stand in the puddle.
5,
Stand in the puddle.
4, 5, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1.
All right, it's definitely a little messy,
5.
but I think you're right. I think that's what it's supposed to look like with the.
I just posted a week or something they might like. It's just a timer for any time the away mechanic comes out for the devour blood.
Okay.
I think the key for that too is to overmove out a bit.
100%, yeah. It just helps with
It's
the
4 yards from where it lands, so I think people are moving out of it and then still being too close to it and getting caught.
yeah.
And every time we do that, the puddle stays, right?
Yep. If you get hit, puddle stays.
Oh yeah, I just kept going farther and farther left.
So we could stack really tight too, and always just go right or left.
Alright, everybody all set with their soak groups?
Thanks for sharing that, Wikar.
If we want, do we want to use the order for the positioning in the soak group too? Like I'll stand in the middle.
Sure.
Yes, please.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That'll help like clean up.
Yeah.
Just a little position.
Okay. So I should be on the left.
Yeah. Let's do it that way. And then just to note too, range, you can stand closer than square.
You
Don't wanna
actually
be
kind of
stuck.
need to, yeah.
You do.
You need to stand closer than square, or else there's not enough room back here for us to stand. It'd still be.
Yeah, the
So
only
this-
problem is
Yep. What's up?
doing it this way. Like we might bait the cone further left, so it's like better if we stack more vertically. Actually, if there's room, but I don't know if there's room. It'll be fine.
No, it should go to the biggest mass though. Should
Is it okay?
4,
Oh, it might be a random.
2, 1.
We'll have to see. So like Snoop, you're standing a little too far back right now. You guys can move forward.
4, 3, 2, 1.
This is perfect position wise right now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4.
And we'll get our first wretch. Getting our first wretch here. And we're gonna move left, range. And then we can move back into the spot. Group 2 is now out soaking.
1. 5, 4, 3, 2.
The soak group's out of position right now. Snoop, you gotta get further
Yeah,
back.
you guys are. You do want to move back. See how we move back?
3, 2, 1. 5, 4.
And let's get a B-res for Alex.
2, 5, 1, 4, 3.
Yeah, this cone is massive. These
Yeah, that's
this cone is way too big for these markers.
5, 4, 3.
All right, that's fine. We can just move them.
5, 4.
Just stand down.
Yep, stand in a puddle. Sorry.
that one definitely targets.
5, 4, 3,
Yeah.
2, 4.
So it's weird because it left a big safe zone exactly where we were standing originally.
5.
So
Yes,
like,
it did.
It's kind of like a little.
I think we just wing it a little bit. Like we're just gonna follow wherever you tell us to go.
Yeah, I think the markers might be just a little extra.
It might just be like put a range marker. Yeah.
Put a marker on a range player, yeah. Someone who's not in
Not
their
soaking.
group. Yeah.
That would be Muma.
Isn't that
Or
pretty much all the melee or ranger?
Muma would work.
Muma,
Yeah,
you're
but
backup,
you're backup.
so probably.
You'd
I
work.
don't even know what backup means, but yeah.
If somebody,
Yeah,
if a
someone's
soaker
dead.
dies, you have to soak in their place.
Okay, so clear these markers out. They make it look so smooth in the animation.
So if I
Like-
if I have marker, it's basically you stand here, the cone comes out, you move this way to avoid it, and then you move back a little bit, cone, and then you move over back where the marker was, I guess, and then when the cone comes out, you burrow. That's
right.
the gist of it, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And then you hard move away.
No, yeah. So, yeah, no, it goes exactly like Muma just said. We move left. We wait. I think you want to wait a sec for the puddles to form, and then you just shimmy right back to where we were, and then he'll cone again. We'll move left. We can watch where the puddles go again and just move back a little bit, and then he'll cone the third time, and everyone needs to stack while he's coning, and it'll cancel the cone, and we'll get knocked away.
And when we get knocked away there from the barrow, it leaves puddles, right? Like
Right.
a big splash of puddles.
No, it leaves a big splash of puddles where he was. That's why we're baiting him on top. That's why we're kind of baiting him into the gook, because he'll leave it behind when he burrows again.
I gotcha.
You just wanted to like all the shit to kind of be stacked up, like all the puddles,
Mm-hmm.
as much as possible. That's really the whole gist to it.
Yep. So we probably still want to start where we started.
It's gonna be
And Muma, you'll pick the direction we get knocked away because you've got a marker over your head.
maybe guess the warlock gate. We'll see.
Sorry, can I get another thing of rock rocks, please?
I think you can just use the warlock gate to teleport us to the left. I don't think we need one going from melee.
Well, it's to help the melee get out to us to cancel the cast, so they stack on us as fast as
Mhm.
possible.
Yeah, I remember seeing in the video. I don't think they used the gate for that. They used the gate for melee, ranged uptime, basically.
Well,
we have two.
They were using two locks. They used the
We have
lock
two
for
locks
ma-
also.
for
Got
RL time and for melee.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. So remember, soak
5,
group 1 needs to be out
3,
soaking right now.
2, 1.
Muma is not marked, by the way.
So yeah, let's get a marker put on Muma.
4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I think I stole Viz's marker. All right, we got our first wretch coming out here, so let's move left.
2, 1.
And this is gonna come out, and we're gonna wait here for a sec. And
Fair, man.
soak group 2 is going out. Wait a sec. Now move back to the right. Stand over here now. This is good.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Over here.
Snoop, you're still
Soak-
pretty far out to the left.
The soak group could move to the right a little more, just in general. Snoop can't move because it's gonna be close to the right.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, and we're getting our next wretch. We're gonna move left again.
3, 2, 1.
Watch where the gook spawns.
5,
And this is group 3 out soaking. And we're gonna move back to the right a little bit.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And you can put a lock gate on where we're standing right now.
5,
The melee.
4, 3, 2.
We need a lock gate like that.
We're all soaking.
Oh, okay. Well, everyone on range right now. Okay, get everyone on the... Okay, we'll have to fix that again, because we can't have all the warlocks soaking.
Oh, yeah, full change that.
So if that's the cast time on Wretch, the tanks are gonna need help. Like we need to use double life grip there, I think.
Life grip? Okay.
Yeah, because we like let's say Ancient grips me and you grip Hish, because we're both wheelchair tanks. Yeah. So.
There's a gate though.
4.
Yeah, but we're on the opposite side of the boss from the melee.
I
I don't
mean, you
know.
have enough time to like just run through boss.
Run through and hit
I
the
could
gate.
try.
Yeah, he casts for a long time. Although I guess I don't know
Yeah.
if you're like mitigating shit while he's like casting.
No.
Okay. Check your repair if you need to repair.
I'm just gonna make a quick change here.
Also, keep in mind making these groups. Well, you know what? You could actually put me out in group 3. That would be okay. Because group 3 only has to soak once in the entire fight.
That's true.
And I can sit there and channel from out there. Well, I won't be able to life grip Viz if he needs it, because I am just out of range of the tanks.
I think I could probably hit the gate.
Okay.
If you
So
need
we're
help,
gonna stack on wherever the gate.
We can like position the gate really to be pretty much inside of him almost. So I mean, as long as
Yeah.
you have like the
Everyone has the
gateway
toy, right?
shard, yeah, the toy. It's you can use that and from range from the gate. It's got a little bit of range to it. You don't have to be exactly on top of the gate.
Oh, I see what you were saying about these timers. So that
Yeah.
I knew I was missing something. Okay.
We could actually.
I just noticed I haven't been pressing mine at 55, so.
I'm
Yeah,
like
yeah,
waiting
hold
for
on,
2
hold on,
minutes
hold
and
on,
51
hold
Okay.
I can just manually do this in game.
Buck, where'd you link that thing? I need that.
It is sitting in. I posted it. What, Raiders Lounge? Yeah.
Okay.
Is there not an option in it's the Google Sheets one, right? To
Yeah.
just sort by I guess
It's done. It's fine.
by time.
It's not done.
That's
Hold
what
on. I think that one looks right. Right? Okay, that looks
That's right.
And then it should be
No,
2.
that's not right.
He's working on it, but that first part's right.
The first section.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm good.
I'm
As
not
far
good.
as like the people that are soaking the hits, I mean, they in the video were basically like had the rings like, you know, as close to the next person as possible, basically, so everything like stayed linear, like in line more or less, so like the pools don't spread far. So like we all basically want to stay really close, but just within that 10 yards. As
Yeah,
far
it'd be
as
great if they just had a circle indicator in game for it. Like a splash
True.
indicator.
Yeah. So you're just saying like they stay side by side, but they're still as tightly packed as they can be behind the ranged group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, I mean, just like where square is just like literally.
Okay, that's good to know
on
because I
top
was
of
like
each other.
trying to be as safe as
then-
possible.
And then the 3 soaks are literally right within like the 10 yards of each other, so like everything stays as compact as possible to really try to control where the pools come out.
Okay. All right, let's do that.
So like
Everyone-
where I'm at right now, like like Bacon's the only
5,
one.
4.
We got to move
3,
right a little bit range, then
2,
stack on Muma.
1.
And then group 1 goes out. And try and stay. See how you're not centered on square right now? Everyone needs to shift right in the soak group.
1.
Center the 3 of you
Yeah,
guys on
we
square
all
right
need
now.
to move over.
5, 4, 3.
So like we basically need to start out in this position, man.
Yeah, we should probably have
This
one
is
right
good.
marker for where we're supposed to start. Still
This
on
is
it.
good. This is good.
Yeah, I mean this is solid.
This is good, and we're moving.
1.
And now group 2 goes out to soak.
5.
And,
that
and
gave us like a shit ton of room.
2.
sweet. Now we can stack back up on Muma.
I love what your idea, by the way. Very good.
5, 4,
Smart guy.
3,
Smart man.
2, 1.
The soak group can still shimmy over.
You
the-
can
got
kind of see like the rings when you get hit. It forms a ring, so
So we're gonna get another retch here in 2. We're gonna move over,
3, 2, 1.
and then group 3 goes out to soak. And we can move back to the right a little bit.
3, 2,
Stack on blue wall. Whoever squares.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you, Cal.
Okay. You could B-res
four,
Ishma. And everyone get ready to take the gate out. Everyone needs to stack on square now. Right now.
4,
On square.
Where's the gate?
Where's the gate? There was no gate. Yeah.
That's fine, but that's the strat right there.
I like it. This is kind of fun.
Like,
Yeah, I think so.
This, yes. You want to
I think that's like Omega of this.
60%.
2, 1.
Hmm? He's already
at 60%. So if you just did it after the rest, you'd still have a lot of room, I think. But it's fine.
Yeah, but he might also hit the tanks on the way out because he's not meleeing during that time.
He's on 60%, and also for the rest of the fight, we're going to be baiting one wretch earlier. So,
got it.
I don't know. We'll start eating up the room a little bit quicker. It'll also be less like that's the most dangerous part of the fight right there, because we've got the most stacks and we've got the burrow happening.
My fault about the gate. I was off on I thought we still had one more to move.
Oh, good. So can we throw down like a starting
Only
marker?
job.
I know, I fucked.
Yeah, you could work on that.
I think if you want to put down a starting marker, yeah, you just watch Muma. Like Muma,
Just like here.
Just for us to like align at the start.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saves us a bunch of globals.
Yeah, it saves us from having to move a lot.
So with the soak groups, it pulses 3 times, and then we could move in to help control if that's worth it.
Yeah. What does it pulse with one of
3
his
times.
cast?
I don't know.
Yeah,
about
it's
blast.
Dust
Is linked to the tank mechanic, I think, but I'm not entirely sure.
What about the tank mechanic?
I think Dust Blast is linked to it, right? Doesn't he Dust Blast around the same time he uses the tank?
Possibly.
I think so. So like, there's time before the wretch to stack up safely if we wanted to, but obviously you lose a little DPS for the casters.
Just working on
If you want to do that, you can. I don't think we need to because you guys can stay pretty close to the stack behind us.
Yeah, so we had so much space there.
Yeah.
Let's just play it.
Let's just pull again. I think we got a good strat here. Once we get this dance down at the start, that's literally the entire fight, and this is just the hardest part of it right here.
5, 4, 3,
front loading difficulty.
2, 1.
All right, so group 1 should be out there. We got good positioning.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Get a wretch on 3.
4.
Don't pre-move.
You get-
Wait, okay, now go left.
1.
Okay, once you're out of the cone, we'll wait a sec. Group 2's going out, so Snoop and Noise, and move back to the right and watch Muma's marker. Muma, you're a little too close to the dots just because there's going to be a soaker behind you on your right.
2,
Let's put it like right here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're getting another wretch here in 3. We're going to move left again.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, and now group 3 goes up to soak. And we're going to move back to the right a little bit.
4, 3,
Muma.
I need a GS on this combo.
You have gate and melee.
5,
I'm hemming.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, and in 5 seconds, he'll cone, and we'll all stack for this one. Okay, everyone stack right now.
5, 4, 3.
Beautiful people.
And go left range.
So good.
And group 1's going back out and soaking. Muma, move right a little bit. Muma.
We're missing Snoop for second group.
So Muma's gonna fall in the second.
4,
Okay.
3, 2.
I can fill in for second group instead, actually.
Oh, true.
Okay.
Or Zach.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, and we're gonna get a wretch here. We'll move left.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5,
Somebody said it.
I'll take the spot.
2, 1.
And group 2 can go out.
5.
So why is this whole...
You have cooldown for this dish, or?
No.
Okay. Say, ancient or orange, yes? Dish here?
Yeah, I can do it.
I got it.
We're good.
Alright, and in 5 we're stacking. And I don't think we get a gate this time. Everyone start moving now. Everyone stack.
I need a grip, I need a pod. Oh, what's
Got
that?
it.
And now we can just get bounced backwards here.
4, 3.
And group 1 goes back out to soak.
5, 4.
Range get on Moonmop, please.
2, 1.
Perfect.
Do you have cooldowns for this dish? or-
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, good.
2, 1.
I have external.
Actually, yeah, Viz might need something here.
Okay.
You have it.
Do it.
You have it. Oh god, that was huge.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, we go left.
Does that fucking cone get bigger each time?
No, but just because of wearing this
Group 2 goes out to soak now. Remember, we replaced one person.
Hitch is gonna need a defensive on combo.
Not close.
Yeah, worms or life cocoon.
I got it. I got it.
Are we missing one in the back?
We need a
We're
third.
missing one.
We need a third. We don't have a third.
We're now.
It was called for, but it's too late.
Did we lose our fill-in already?
No, I was there filling for Snoop. But did someone else go down?
I don't know, I guess. Noise? Is Noise dead?
That's fine. I don't think I got it.
Okay. The boss is on 20%.
Does he rest? He has 100 energy.
for that one because with that corner, it's taking up the whole, like, a massive part of the room.
2,
Yeah, that last one was pretty rough to get out.
5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to do like movement cooldown for everyone probably.
Yep. We should probably spec into this for sure.
We have 2 roar. We have 2 roar, and
Yeah, but what's the cooldown on
Does
that?
roar reach?
2 minutes.
It might
Roar's
be
pretty
easier.
big.
but melee doesn't have to run that far. The range has to run very far.
When you're playing the conduit, it's pretty big. It's like huge.
I thought we move every wretch,
Every other.
every other. Okay.
You 3 for the first one, and then every other after that.
Mm-hmm.
We
I'm
still
not
have,
understanding. What's up?
Well, I was gonna say, we should still have like a whole bunch of space in here, which I didn't think we were going to, but we did. Like,
Yeah, I'm not understanding what they did with this cone. Like, the cone just drops pools randomly in it. It seems like it's not... it leaves, like, a big section, and, like... I feel like most of those times we moved right back to where we were standing, which is not how I pictured it going down.
Well,
It's just that
also,
last
can
one,
we
the
move?
boss was here and was like pointing out, like way into the room. So like it just took up a huge amount of the room to actually with his cone, like rather than pointing him near a wall or something.
Right.
So were we further out then? Because if it's a cone, if you move closer in, there's less distance to move left and right when you're trying to move out.
That also could have been the case. We might have been standing
We
further
might-
away.
I think we were further away because I had to move in a little bit to reach the tanks.
Yeah, then we were definitely too far away. I actually noticed the same exact thing. I had to cheat forward. I think the range stack was too far away. Although something I do notice is that we bait the boss to... It's almost felt like we baited the boss too close to our original position because it like took up some of our moving room left. But I don't know. I don't know if it matters that much. We seem to have plenty of room in between the puddles. So I don't want to worry about it too much. Let's just keep
should
pulling
we
the boss.
try just maybe moving in some more?
Range can move in a little bit. I think we just stood a little too far away. the stack. Like, if we can move in even closer right now, I think people just don't want to accidentally pull the boss.
If we can be within 20 yards
Yeah, I don't know.
when you're not soaking, then you can get... I'm overhealing a lot with Ancient Teachings. Because I'm only
Yeah, we should... Yeah, we should be able to move in, like... range should be allowed 20 yards within the boss, I'm pretty sure. You don't want to be closer than that, because then you get targeted by the swirls. So yeah, let's just try and stand a little closer this time, range. I think we're good to go.
Five, four, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so range group 1 is out there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 5.
We're gonna get our first
4,
cone here.
3, 2, 1. 5.
Start moving back to the right, and group 2 goes up to soak. Just watch Muma. Center yourself on Muma.
5, 4.
Don't be afraid to roll through your defensives here.
1.
We'll be on the next.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, here we get another
5,
cone.
4,
And then
3,
left. Group 3, get ready to go out. Move back right. Group 3 can go out.
4.
Hish will need GS on the tank combo.
Page, if that's you on that range.
I got it. It's fine.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're all stacking on square here.
5,
Right away.
4, 3, 2,
And we
1.
can get bounced behind us towards the pylon. So range wants to stand like with the pylon to their back. Group 1 can go out.
1.
Everyone else stack on Muma.
5,
Res Elexana.
B-Res Elexana.
2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5,
We're going left.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Group 2 goes out. And watch Muma.
5,
Stack back up.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Do tanks need externals?
5, 4,
I will on this one.
2,
Got it.
1.
Take a map for.
4,
I have purple.
2,
So.
1.
And we're all stacking here.
5, 4, 3,
Stack.
2,
Everyone.
1.
Bounce back. Missed one.
5, 4,
Oh, that's not bad.
3,
Yeah, I taunted for the run because you can't do stacks that'll kill you.
4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Okay, just stand in a puddle.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Any issues with the puddles that time? I think it seems like this is.
I think that was perfect.
I got clipped.
So I didn't make it out of the. So I'm soaking group 2. I'm pretty slow without my soul shape. I got hit by the second wretch thing, which leaves a dot on me and stuns me periodically. So like if we could get like maybe totem or something.
Okay. So I think we don't need roar for the first one because we have a gate. So we could roar. Problem is, like, they happen quicker throughout the fight.
Do you want to swap me for Ancient, since I'm only getting 1 into group 3? And that way he could have soul shape for that and won't have to worry about it.
Yeah, do that.
Whoop.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm swapping with who?
Zachary.
Zachary.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, that
Sold.
makes a lot of sense because.
But
yeah,
then it's 2 healers in group 3. I don't care.
Basically, the thing I said before was totally wrong. I said don't put healers in group 3. We should be stacked up in group 3 because it's the only time we'll have to do the mechanic.
Okay.
I totally wasn't thinking about that when I set them up either. I just
Yeah, and I had like the wrong intuitive thought. Like I had the wrong thought originally.
It does seem like that's a time they're calling for GSO.
In group
Isn't that right?
2.
At the
No.
I can
See, the problem is they're
reach
calling
tanks.
for it in group 2, and we don't. We can't reach. I think.
I was able to just barely after we scooched up a little bit. It was like much less of an issue for me to reach the tanks.
If there is an external call for, while me and Ancient are both soaking, we can use Life Cocoon
5,
instead.
4,
Right.
3, 2,
So I'll call that out.
1.
Okay, so group 1 is out soaking. Good.
4, 3, 2, 1. 5,
stack.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Got 5 seconds in our first retch.
4,
No pre-move.
2, 1.
Walk over. Watch Muma. We'll cheat back.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Messy. Behind us. Just be careful back there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So we got 5 seconds for our next retch. Left. Remember the soak groups changed a bit. Me and Ancient are coming out.
1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3.
And we've got our next retch in 4. This is where we'll all stack. Entire raid stacking on square right now.
5, 4, 3.
We're gonna get bounced back towards the pylon range. You can cheat that way. Try and stay in AMZ though. Okay, and back to group 1 soaks.
3, 2, 1.
Hish will need an external here. I
got it. I got it.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3,
Resetting defensives.
1.
Okay, and we're getting our first retch. We'll move left.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4.
And now group 2 goes out. Watch Muma.
5, 4.
Group 2 is going to be offset to the right. That's totally fine.
You have cooldowns, Hish?
Yeah, it should be fine.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So we've got retch in 5, and we're going to stack for this retch. So everybody get ready. If you need a grip, call for it. Stack.
5, 4, 3,
And get bounced back to the left a bit. Group 1 goes out.
4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4,
Oh.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, we're pretty close.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There's also not a lot of
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Should we get our first retch soon?
5, 4, 3, 2,
Why is it
1.
doing it?
5, 4, 3, 2,
Okay.
1.
Watch puddles.
5, 4,
And then group 2 goes out.
1.
You have cooldowns, Hish?
Hish will need an external.
Got it.
3, 2, 1.
and we're all stacking for this wretch
4, 3,
right now.
2, 1.
We'll get bounced back to the left.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Group 1 out. Everyone else on Numa.
4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Pump them in pod.
I healed
5,
you.
4, 3, 2, 1.
We're gonna get our first cone in 3 here.
5,
And we'll move in
4,
left.
3, 2, 1.
Take
We're gonna need a B-res on Ishma after this.
4, 3, 2,
Okay, good go. Watch puddles in melee.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Back. Watch Numa. Group 2 goes out.
5, 4, 3, 2,
You have cooldowns for the next combo, Hish?
I had external me just to save.
4,
Pots are back up, by the way.
2, 1. 5, 4,
We'll be able to kill the boss before this.
2, 1. 5,
Good job.
You could stay as close to 5.5.
Wait, that fight is awesome.
Yeah, it is.
That fight is pretty solid.
I like that fight a lot. Awesome
That's fun
tank fight, too. Awesome tank fight.
Photo.
Yeah,
Let's
it's like
go photo next to the worm.
Oh yeah, the worm deserves it.
Yeah. First boss, no. This one.
Are we doing proto trash before, or wait? No, we can't go. What?
We're not.
Why is Epi saying proto? Oh, photo. I was gonna say.
Oh,
Everyone
Are
back
we gonna
next to
one-shot
the dead boss.
sausage, or?
We basically one shot this. That's what we're saying anyway.
Alright, let's move in the picture.
We'll look at a wall.
We'll look at the entrance. The dead worm behind us.
God, Infernal stealing
get
the
it?
show.
All right, let's head to.
Artificer.
I know we didn't really
Zymox.
share much about Artificer, but go ahead.
Did you keep a roster for Artificer?
No.
We'll take a break and then we'll post it.
Yeah.
Let's kill the
Your
trash.
trash first, yeah.
Are we definitely doing Artificer, not the sausage?
Yes.
Yes.
Because the sausage will take too long to clear through right now.
Unless everyone wants to go back to the jail. That's not happening, though. Fuck the jailer.
Yeah, I don't know why you even said that. I'm actually crying now.
That was a very poorly delivered joke.
Oh, rest in pieces.
Because that fight sucks.
Oh yeah, don't bait the poor warriors.
Meanwhile, the Warriors and DKs are crying in their sleep.
Yeah, I
just want my AOTC title, honestly.
Dude,
Well, yeah, a weapon that's relevant.
Cool crab mount.
The weapon's
Yeah,
actually
we get the
insane.
crab.
The weapon is unbelievable for Unholy.
I stand with the meat pain.
I think we could totally do like a jailer
I
night.
think we do it on Monday, yeah.
Whatever night works for the D gang.
I don't know. When,
Well,
can
I
we
mean,
have
we're
our
gonna
full
kill all of
squad?
Mythic tonight, yeah? We're gonna clear Jailer and Mythic, so don't even have to worry about it.
I think our full squad though, like, really gives us a better edge
That is true.
to just kill it like pretty quick.
Well, I can tell you, we did this a lot faster than we killed the eye. So
Okay, if we kill this boss, then we have like 30 minutes left and raid, yeah? So.
That'll probably be enough time as
This
well.
is gonna be like the first real Mythic boss though.
this
Yeah, this
boss
one's
is gonna
pretty
take.
tough, I think.
So once we get it down, I've heard people's feedback on this boss is essentially for half the raid, it's just as hard as heroic, and for half the raid, it's easier. I don't know why they're saying that. So
It's more organized. It's a completely scripted fight, by the way. 100% scripted.
Hold
I
on,
don't
like
know if we
the
ever-
the rings go the
gang
same
that
way.
goes across to the other platform. I think that's the heroic.
Oh
fight.
shit!
You
True.
literally just kill everything over there and then AFK until the tank pulls you back.
True, yeah. And
Which is pretty
let me
quick.
tell you who's really good at that is Pure Warriors. So.
Yep.
And DH, I guess, right?
Yeah, we're gonna have Pure Warriors, DHs, Hunters, you know the gang.
all right. So before we
You
break
know.
here, why don't we all just watch the video and then we'll do a quick break and we'll do
Now, I
We'll
will
do
say
rosters.
the video is a lot to take in, so don't worry.
Okay, but we should everyone take some time right now if you want to mute and deafen or whatever. We should all watch the video.
Is this
so
part
that
of
is
our
linked.
break, or is this separate?
No, this is separate from the break.
You want to set
Because
the video is like 12 minutes. You want to?
Yeah, 14 minutes.
14 Is it that long?
Just watch it.
Okay. Yeah, hit with the 1.5.
The video that we're all watching.
Here, ready? You'll like it's in Sepulchre strategies.
Watch party.
Oh,
Yeah,
definitely
watch
don't do
party on
2x.
this.
You can't understand them.
Yeah, we should watch party like we did for Painsmithing.
Well, we'll definitely have to because I haven't even seen this video yet. So.
And today we're taking a look at Mythic Cymox again. I'll be going over most of the new mechanics, how to deal with them, as well as some tips and tricks for your progression. I won't be covering all of the heroic mechanics unless they've been updated for Mythic, so if you're not up to date, feel free to check out my heroic guide. Setup-wise, we ran 2 tanks, 4 healers, and 14 DPS. At least one of these needs to be a Warlock. This fight is, dare I say, impossible without him. Other than that, a few big AoE blasters doesn't hurt at all. So, our Artificer Cymox. 1 portals this time around, there's more abs and a few B. Now, due to the nature of this fight, I'll do a quick run-through of the new Mythic mechanic, and then just a step-by-step breakdown of the fight, the rings, and the grips. So the big new thing here are the Cartel Elite. Now, around the main platform where you fight the boss, there's 3 smaller platforms where you'll fight the Cartel Elite. So a few seconds after you kill the boss, as well as after each intermission, the Cartel Elite will spawn on one of these platforms. And these ones are set. So first platform all the way left, second middle, and third to the right. So due to this, you have to split a bit to deal with each split onto this in a bit. Now you get 5 Carters as well as a Cartel OC here. Name of the game, burn them down before they finish ciphering the relic on the platform. If they do, you all die, which is something to it. Now the plunderers don't do anything except channel the cipher relic. The OV, however, needs to be tanked and has a full cone. And after a bit, it will use the ability that every single DPS loves, which is a rotating body armor which absorbs all damage. So DPS needs to be behind the barrier, and tanks need to position the overseer so that the barrier isn't in the way of all the plunderers. What this means in practice is aggro big mob, drag it on top of the middle plunderer, and its shield will almost always spawn in front of them. Now, while the overseer is alive, rift blasts spawn all over the encounter space, which includes the main platform with the boss, and these beams do around 60k damage if you get hit, so avoid getting hit. On top of this, while the plunderers are alive, they debuff nearby players with ancient exhaust, which increases dash taken by the relic they're channeling into. And these pulsates damage every 2 seconds while the ads are up, and this debuff lasts for the rest of the fight and it stacks. So due to this, you can't just send over the same players to every single platform, as they'll take too much damage from the relic. So let's talk about the splits. Now, for this, you want big blasty AoEers, as you need to burn down 6 targets in a pretty short window of time. Now, how many you need to send over will differ a bit depending on raid setup, gear, if you have a Windwalker monk or not. They do shred just the tiniest of bits on this type of AoE. Ideally, you want to avoid sending over the same players more than once. However, you can send 1 or 2 of the same DPS over again if they're big carry. So for example, we send over our Windwalker on all 3 platforms as they do blast, and he could survive with some fancy diffuse magic, karma, and self-healing. But externals from healers will work as well. We also sent 1 of our tanks twice, and 2 of our DPS went twice as well. But other than that, we rotate everyone else. Now for our first platform, we sent 1 tank, 1 healer, and 4 DPS. Second platform, same thing, but with 3 new DPS and a new tank and healer. Last platform, we sent over 2 new healers, same tank, and 2 new DPS with 4 DPS in total. Now the reason we added a healer extra was just to make it more safe, as we have players on that platform that already had a lot of ancient exhaust stacks. And like I said, this can differ for your raid, your setup, your gear, so play around with it a bit. Send more DPS if needed. The boss DPS check is kind of non-existent, so it's all about making the platforms work. Now on top of this, you want to assign 1 backup healer and 1 backup DPS for each platform, as these ads spawn when the wormhole goes out. And you don't want to wait for that healer or DPS to drop the wormhole and then go to the platform. In some cases, they can join up after and just help out with some extra DPS, but you still want to send over a backup healer or DPS when the OG platformers gets wormholed. Now apart from this, there's nothing new. But as always, everything has been scaled up a ton and is more punishing. So let's talk wormhole. Cue the picture. Now at the start of the fight, after each intermission and sub 30%, you get a new set of wormholes. And we'll refer to these as phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and phase 4. So we had tanks always put their wormhole at the start of phase 1, phase 2, and phase 4 on cross, middle of the relic. And at the start of phase 3, tanks put theirs on the star marker. The other wormhole, depending on phase, was first on square, second triangle, third moon, and fourth on diamond marker. And these locations are pretty much set in stone for the strat we use and where we position raid and where the tank grips. So the general idea is always bait traps away, use gateway over to the platform and kill ads, and tank grips them back with glyph of relocation. Spread when hyperlight spark goes out and dodge rings. Easy peasy, what could go wrong? So with that said, let's instead go over how we dodged all the rings and where we place our tank grips. Now where we place each tank grip, where the raid is positioned, and how the raid moves with the wormholes all tie in nicely with raid damage taken and surviving the rings. Now the tank grip deals less damage the further away you are, so you should always play around that. Move further away if you're a squishy class like a hunter, and stack before the tank grips when possible, aka when they're not overlapping with hyperlight spark. In phase 1 for first and second ring, raid will take the outer portal on square, then stack near middle, tank blows up near square, gripping everyone back there. Now in phase 2, the very first set of 2 rings you get has a bit of a sketchy timing, so you'll have 1 ring going from middle and out, and 1 ring going from the outside and in, and these two overlap right before the tank glyph blows up and you grip, leaving you with like a 1-sec window where you need to get into that safe overlap and grip the raid through the rings. Easiest way to do this is either with a immunity or transcendence teleport if you're a brewmaster. So if you're a paladin, for example, you can bubble or spell ward, blood DK can AMS, and monks can just teleport. Now if you immune it, you just run through out near the edge and wait, and if you teleport, you need to pre-position your transcendence near the ramp that goes to the second platform, roughly where we have our skull mark. And when there's 1 second left on your glyph of relocation, teleport over, you'll be safe. Raid is happy. Too early, you die, and raid is sad. So first rings and grip in phase 2, raid waits near the outer wormhole on green, go in when first ring is close and stack near middle, and the tank grips raid in the manner I just explained. Second set of rings in phase 2, raid goes in on outer wormhole, then spreads. Tank waits near middle wormhole and goes in alone when there's 2-3 seconds left on glyph, move away from the wormhole a bit and grip the raid there. Just make sure sure you don't grip right on top of the wormhole. They get very salty if you do. Now in phase 3, we have the wormholes on Star and Moon, and we'll get triple rings. So for the first set of rings in phase 3, your tank wants to do the same as on the first rings in phase 2, so either immune or teleport through the overlap and grip the raid. The timing is pretty much exactly the same, but it's in a new location, which is just to the side of the Moon marker. Either side is fine, just next to the wormhole. So when the rings go out, raid goes into the outer wormhole once it has just passed the star-marked wormhole. Keep in mind that the space between these wormholes is a lot smaller than the previous ones, so it's a tight timing. After you go in, stack, tank, immune through the ring and grip to the side of the Moon mark, or Transcendence when there's 1 second left on Glyph. Now after this grip, the raid needs to instantly spread as there's a hyperlight spark, and then as soon as the spark has jumped, you need to go back into the outer wormhole to survive the ring. Now this timing is very delicate, if you will, as there's not a lot of space to spread on, and the ring is closing in fast on the raid. So one rule we had for this: if you can immune or blink the rings, go through it instantly and spread away. If you're high mobility, you spread far away from the outer wormhole, and this is just so that everyone can safely spread but still make it into the rings. Following this is a tank grip before the second set of phase 3 rings. Place this wherever. We put it near green mark and raid away from. Doesn't matter, doesn't overlap with rings. However, for the rest of the raid, for the second set of rings, start near outer wormhole, then just dance back and forth as there's no tank grip with this. Now sub 30%, you place one wormhole in the middle on cross right on top of the relic, and one far away on like a corner platform, if you will, where we have our purple mark. So the way we did it was everyone waits near the outer wormhole on diamond mark. As soon as the first ring starts moving out, everyone goes into the wormhole, teleports, and runs after that ring, and then stack a bit away from purple mark, and the tank keeps running after the ring and grip as close to the wormhole as possible. The raid then moves into wormhole, instantly spreads, and wait near the inner wormhole after the hyperlight spark, and when it's just about to reach the middle, you enter the wormhole. This makes all the timings very easy and forgivable, but it does increase the amount of damage the raid takes from that tank grip, as you're somewhat forced to blow up very close to the raid. So we told everyone to use pretty much any and all defensive CDs, healing pots, whatever, for this tank grip, as there's nothing dangerous after this. There's nothing to use cooldowns on, just overstack it, survive. Other than that, everything plays out kinda like heroic, but more punishing. The hyperlight spark nova is really rough if you take multiple stacks, or when it overlaps with tank grips, so it's important to spread well with this and make sure you don't move before all the sparks have jumped to avoid getting multiple stacks. And the tank grip and glyph of relocation, when it blows up, it hurts way more than you'd think, and you can only stack for a few of them, so make sure you have sufficient healing CDs to cover all of these and when they overlap with spark nova dots. So with that said, let's break down the fight a bit. So the first thing is traps. To keep all of the traps that boss spawns in check, you want to bait as many of them as possible near old traps and along the edges of the room, and in the general area around your current wormhole, and never ever between the middle and the purple mark that you use in phase 4. You do not want to trap there. And you do this simply by tracking the timer for trap spawns or getting a weak aura that yells bait. But once you sec before traps go out, make sure to position yourself in such a way that were a trap to spawn near you, it wouldn't make everyone sad. So let's hop into it. On pole, tank boss near middle, raid spread between middle and around square mark, and blast away on boss. Place a gateway going between the ramp and the first platform on the get your first wormhole. Your first platform route needs to gateway over the first platform. Just make sure to take the gateway after the wormhole debuff goes out, not when a player drops it, just when a player gets the debuff. And if one of the platform members gets the roll, send over a backup. Platform group, make sure to clear your ads, then AFK and wait for the tank. Main platform team, move a boss and raid closer to the outer wormhole. Move in when ring gets close and stack. Tank follow the ring and grip near square, which in turn grips the platform team back, and then you spread for spark nova. Now for the intermission itself, make sure to have interrupt rotations for all the small ads as well as stun and cap rotation for the big ads massive blast. We had 3 AoE stuns back to back and a dragon's breath, which kept them from ever casting their massive blast. Make sure all DPS focus down on the big acolytes as they have a lot of health on mythic, so cleave from the acolytes. When the intermission ends, new gateway to second platform, a new platform team goes over after wormhole debuff goes out, deal with rings and tank grips as described earlier, and push boss to 50% a bit before the third set of rings in phase 2 goes out. Now in phase 3, keep in mind that this phase has 5% less HP as it's between 50 and 30%, so depending on your raid DPS you might actually need to hold damage a bit in order to transition with cooldowns up and alive as well, which is a bonus. So you want to transition right after or a few seconds after the second set of rings in phase 3. If you transition during say the third set of rings in phase 3, boss will still start its phase 4 timers while you're busy dodging rings, so you just lose a ton of DPS and uptime due to it. So either push after second set of rings or after third set of rings. And as soon as boss hits 30%, use combat pot, all DPS cooldowns, bloodlust, and just nuke away. Make sure to bait traps away from the area between purple mark and middle relic. When the rings go out, move close to purple mark and deal with the rings and grips as described earlier. Again, have everyone use personal defensive cooldowns, healthstone, raid cooldowns, you name it for this tank grip. However, if only half the raid survives, you can still kill it, so don't throw away a pull by calling wipe too early. There's nothing that happens after this smack. And that's pretty much it for this fight on Mythic. If you have any questions at all about this encounter,
Many deals for a friend of the Grummles, like you.
Okay, I just finished on 1.5x, so I would say, Epi, if you can hear me, start a break timer for 8 minutes.
Sure.
You guys want to drop down and talk real quick?
Sure.
So when I took from the video, it feels a lot like Skolex. It feels like a dance that you get down, and once you get it down, the fight is not too bad.
Well, I just figured out some tech that I'm going to use.
Nice. I'm going to stand about and tell imps to throw fireballs at things.
Hey Lim, can you come over by the lock gate? I want to test something.
Yeah.
Nope, didn't work. Alright.
I mean, better test now than in the fight.
I was gonna see if intervene would work there.
Ah.
So is everyone sufficiently overwhelmed with the 15-minute video?
I think it feels like it's going to be a dance we have to learn, and once we learn the dance, that's going to be it.
Yep, that's what it seems like.
I think it's pretty much all tank positioning. We really don't have to do a whole lot.
So, can the vendor... You guys do our shadows that or no?
Yes, you
Yes.
can. You set the timer up.
Okay, they're just canceling it. Alright.
I'm guessing warriors can leap it too.
Oh yeah, we can leap it.
Oh, you can leap over the ring?
Yeah, they fixed how leap works.
Nice.
Yeah, because you'd have to leap on Donnie too. But it used to be if there was an open gap, you couldn't leap over it. There'd be no path.
Oh no,
for
he's
it.
talking about leaping over the circles. You can't do that, right?
I think you have to be like at the. Actually, no, I don't think you can.
Okay, yeah. No, I thought you were talking about leaping over the circles, not the gap.
Oh, I
No.
thought you meant I was talking about leaping over the gap.
What do you guys?
I can leap over the gap.
You guys playing knife in this fight?
No.
Probably
Warriors
should.
aren't.
But just for that soul shape, because there's going to be some pretty crazy overlaps at the end of the fight. But I guess we'll see when we get there, and you guys can swap if you see fit. I would just highly recommend if you guys can play, if anybody can play Knife A or Venti, I would totally.
Not for this one. On the sausage, I'll play Knife A.
Okay, I guess we'll see.
I won't be there for most of those rings.
Oh, you're only going for you'll be. I guess you won't be in for platform 3. Okay.
Why can't I find this?
The tanks are just discussing because it is mostly tank positioning.
Yeah, tanks carry this fight.
Yep, looked like it.
Those are tanks.
Yep.
Can we get someone to stream in Discord for our own liquid warm or warm liquid?
Ew.
Warm liquid, yeah.
Move a bunch, give him the full command center.
Yeah, give me a command center. I need to pick out the best UI.
Warm, why are you sitting?
Because I want to see how this fight looks. And I feel like I'm going to be overwhelmed trying to call some things.
Because I'd be more than happy to sit for you if going forward.
That's, yeah, well, thank you, one. But it's okay. For this, I want to watch how this fight goes before I, like, stand in there. Because I want to be able to help call things out without being a liability, so...
Sure.
I want to see it in action.
Command center's online.
Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, that's a lot of
Oh,
streamers.
okay. Yeah, you have them on multiple monitors.
This is like
who
watching
has
football.
raid? Who has raid CDs on there? No one.
Muma does.
I do, but I'm not streaming on Discord.
But
I just
Mine pops up.
Yeah, I
with
track
combat.
healers as well.
Mine are just healers as well.
Well, healers and rallies.
I'll watch
No.
them.
And rallies, yeah.
Or mine also pops up, but it's only during combat.
What's Muma's look like?
Muma's got a widescreen angle right here.
He does.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty helpful, yeah.
Alright.
Oh, let's watch the
Ultra wide, BB.
Oh, that was me.
I mean, if you want, I can turn
I'll
off
save
the
you.
stream in your Discord. But...
No,
It's better to have. It's better for him to have range cop, probably.
I'll watch Muma. Is Muma going over to platforms?
The first one, yeah.
Okay.
Am I?
Yeah, you are.
Healers have to go over.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
there's gonna be one, right?
There's one in the first 2, and then 2 in the last one. Because
Well,
we're
shit, I
sending.
won't be able to watch what's going on over here. I don't know if there's anything that needs to be called on the platform.
Yeah, no, there's not much to be called on the platform, but there's also not much to be called in phase 1 either.
Okay. Well, I think we can start going. Because I think what's going to have to happen is we're going to have to get into the fight and just do it. Because there's way too much to just like memorize the whole dance. And as we get towards the later phases, we can like flesh out the entire script. For healing cooldowns, there's nothing yet. I'm going to put together something, because there's a couple of those tank grips that get really sketchy. I want to find which ones those are, and
Yeah,
Mark them.
the diamond marker tank grip needs everything, by the way, but we probably won't get there. That we're taking a tank grip to the dome.
Do we hold cooldowns for the platforms?
The
Actually,
DPS.
yeah, never mind. It's at 3 seconds.
Yeah, you got it. You go straight.
I will say, Uno, it looks like you could just rip Ashen right at the start. And you'll have your wings back up for the intermission. So that should work well.
And then I have in the note, I have a massive blast stun rotation. That's pretty much just for the intermission. Whenever the Acolytes cast massive blast, we're going to start with Key's Chaos Nova to stun them, then 8 Ball's Shadow Fury, then Bellison's Chaos Nova, and then Vitas Leg Sweep. And that should get us through for every massive blast. And then we might need to set up a kick rotation on the range ads, but for now, let's just try to wing it. See what happens.
All right, everybody's ready on tanks.
If the ads end up being kind of sketchy with the interrupts, we do have the option of Fishmo playing Kyria for D-Tall. Just throwing it out there.
We're going to bait.
Yeah, remember, range still wants to be like kind of stacked to bait. Wait for this first wormhole to drop, and then group 1 can go over.
I'm supposed to go platform 1.
Yeah, go for it. You can go now. And range, we're baiting off to the right here. I don't want to stand anywhere near the wormholes.
Okay.
Nope, we already fucked it. Already fucked it. Sorry, probably reset. There's a trap in the wormhole.
Okay,
I was
just reset then.
supposed to go platform 1. I'm supposed to call for backup to go instead of me if I get the tear, right?
You could, but you also were able to get over there pretty quickly anyway, so.
Yeah, I don't think that matters.
I might have been the one that had the trap in the wormhole. Or was it the one in the middle?
I mean, the range, nobody baited at all, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was range.
I think so. Basically, the difference, how we handled Heroic, right, was in Heroic we used the markers for where we wanted people to bait. Now the markers are indicating where we're placing the wormhole, so you cannot be anywhere near a wormhole location when we're baiting.
Somebody has a soul stone.
I think Muma did.
It's fine with beavers.
I didn't.
Sorry.
I thought
just saw the
Ancient
extra
has one.
I did, but then I trolled.
Uno's up, we're okay.
Oh, so that's why.
Sorry.
I was like, I'm pretty certain I soul stoned you.
Yeah, I thought I did too.
Someone jumped down, and I went to save them.
I'm gonna do Vitas then. Oh. We'll fix that real quick.
Not a fan of the heroics, I see.
Yeah, Velitas was down. Or somebody
You just call him Veltas?
Velitas, dude, I just merged 2 people.
That's still not even close.
Vitas and Vela.
Veligitas ball.
Do we want to bait over here, basically? Like where we are right now?
Yeah, we want to bait. It's going to be very similar to Heroic with the baits.
I should place a gate. That's a thing.
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows how the baiting works is when the Hyperlight Spark Novas are coming out, that's right when they're about to drop the traps, so just make sure you're...
Are we sending another
You're not getting any
cauldron,
soul
or-
stones for the rest of this ancient.
Oh.
Epi, do you have a cauldron?
I do. Who needs to?
I can give flasks out.
This is 2 hours in, right?
Yeah.
I dropped it earlier. I'll drop another one.
Oh, okay. You don't have to then if you already dropped one. I didn't know.
Are we dropping a personal cauldron right now? Is that what this is?
No, I'll just
No, never mind.
Just here you go.
Somebody got money.
Somebody has slightly less money now.
This is just gonna go to our monthly budget.
How many?
Is this accounted for?
It's a write-off. Don't worry.
You know,
Because I'm not in the group.
all progenitor
I'm not
essentials
doing
should
this
just go to the
boss,
guild bank.
and I don't want my
All right.
consumables that
Let's
I
get
use to
let's go and
go
get
down.
a pull.
Can I have 2 seconds? I have to run downstairs. Give me
Okay.
2 seconds.
I would,
You
but
said it with
I
the break 2
am
seconds.
I might get called on at any moment.
And
But you have to type /break 0.2
to-
or
I don't know. I don't know
0.20.
how you get to do that.
you can watch Invoke PoV for trio changeling. Got lucky today.
Oh wow.
Are you actually playing Knife, you freak? Is that an angle? Or you mean
Didn't you just? Oh, Venthyr still has door. Are you You're talking to noise, right?
Yeah, I'm asking noise. Is Knife actually good or are you memeing?
It's. I think it's better on this fight because Venthyr, you kind of just have to stand still during ramps.
Yeah, I was when I was looking at the roster for this fight, I saw Boomy is like performing so poorly on this fight.
Yeah, I think Night Phase is easier because
Gotcha.
you're moving a lot.
I'm good.
Most boomies look like they're playing Night Fit. At least from Warcraft logs.
Yeah, if it's close, I guess being able to associate just makes things easier.
Ancient's back. Bacon, you good? Let's get stand buff, please.
So for the platforms, we go when the portals come out, right? Do we
Yes.
need to stand back to bait it all before it, or just go ahead and be over there?
I think it comes out so fast. I don't think you have to worry about the bait.
Cool.
It looks like this sheet has it 3 seconds.
Yeah, we'll watch when that portal comes out. The sheet says to go immediately, but the video said to wait for the portals to come out.
Well, because if one of the guys goes
the tank can't go over there until the wormhole's dropped. So
okay, so the first portal's going down, and group
Alright,
one
so
can
it's
go
marked
over,
up, I believe.
and range should be baiting.
Alright, looks pretty good to me.
And you're gonna get your first set of rings here. This is gonna just be like heroic.
We did not kill that nearly quick enough.
I don't know how. I think maybe the person not dropping the wormhole. should go.
Whatever tank isn't dropping portal has to go.
So he should tank the boss first.
Okay, so you do have to just go right away. You can't wait for the portal.
Yeah, because
tank goes right away.
Because otherwise the shield blocks the ranged.
Okay.
Yeah, they spawn when the portal comes out. Me and someone else went over there quick, and the big guy got aggroed on us, so he got way out of position.
I'll do it.
All right, so then we'll try that. The sheet says to just go right off the rip, right? So just go.
And it seemed like
Yeah, the reason I wasn't over there is because the wormhole is coming out at that exact point. I need to drop the wormhole.
Yeah, and if the other wormhole is someone that's supposed to go, I think they're supposed to call for a swap. Because they'll get, you drop, this is what happened to me first of all. I got the wormhole, got ported to the center, then had to run all the way over.
Okay. Well, the groups are sorted, I guess, such that you guys can literally just swap.
Yeah.
Right?
So, yeah, just call for that, I guess.
Okay.
And it should be fine. He'll take the boss first.
Alright.
Food is down. Don't forget to eat. All right, on tanks.
You could probably pull one from the group. It's going to be weird with the ready check.
Okay, so first wormhole is square. Group 1 should jump over. Range is baiting. Traps are out now.
Get a bad bait there. Not so good bait.
Okay. So here's your first ring, just like heroic.
All right, Tank's gonna run this out.
Yep.
Tank has to run that out. Yep. Just a little bit too close there.
And range has to bait again. And you get new rings here.
Watch Stasis trap.
Do you don't have a fight timer on here, do you?
I have it bottom right.
Oh no, I went back to Voked.
Oh.
I do it on details.
Okay, that's small.
Hish is trapped.
Need to kill the skull. I don't think it's gonna die.
Oh, his head's done DR.
Yeah, you're supposed to cleave
okay.
off of the ads, not AoE.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to really focus down the acolytes like heroic again. What healing cooldowns did you guys use for?
I popped a revival after that, so because we got really low.
Okay.
Yeah, the tank Hish.
Or
I
the
think
tank pool, I mean.
Tank, you have to run that out as far as you can.
Yeah. So Hish, you want to bring that actually right to next to square, I believe, is how they laid it out in the video. Run back out to the portal.
The last poll, there was a beam coming from the thing. I guess it was something to do with the ads on the other phase. I thought it was going to come again, so I'll pull it out this time.
Okay.
And range, just you have to be a little bit better baiting. We didn't drop traps well at all. You can't drop them anywhere in line with the wormhole.
You can go to the platform before the ad spawn, right? Or no?
I think it's a good idea for you to be over there.
Yeah.
Because you can get a good stack
Yeah,
going.
I'm gonna go over there, really.
But like, because like I got the other wormhole, so I had to stay at square.
I feel like just ranged is losing damage on the shield.
Let's do something for. Actually, yeah, you could use the same thing for your revival. I think for that intermission is a good place for your Yulon though. So let's get Innervate on Vitas for the intermission, and then he can Yulon. And if we want to, we'll pull here and see what happens. So range, just make sure you're off to the right here, as long as you're not
Paul's
getting.
got the thing. So
Okay, so Lim, you got to go over.
yeah, somebody else has to go.
The cone.
Watch your step.
Yeah.
High energy.
I only see one. Okay, there's a trap in melee again. That's really weird. All right, so then the ring is coming out, so you're just gonna want to go.
Yeah, can I beat the DPS check?
And yeah, Hish wants to try and get over to square. That's okay. So we need to call that out right away, and we need to quickly react. So just remember that, like if 8-Ball gets the debuff, that means Lim has to swap.
Yeah, I reacted too slowly.
That's
And it's
okay.
also
That's the
pretty
first
bad
one.
because the idea is that the people going to that platform are holding their cooldowns and using the cooldowns on the platform. So when you have a backup like that, I'm sure Lim had already used all of his cooldowns. So
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah.
So, and I'm sure 8-Ball also had all of his cooldowns up.
I did.
So
I guess this is kind of unfortunate.
So should everyone just
I
hold?
mean, you
the
could
first
just
5
hold.
seconds
It's
of the
like 10
fight?
seconds, yeah.
Yeah.
there should be. Well, we should have like a dedicated backup, right? So that one person holds their cooldowns.
But like it's, I guess it's like 10 seconds into the fight, not even, right? So it's
right.
Okay.
I don't think we're having any trouble phasing into the ad phase. So.
No, there's no damage check in this fight at all.
Yeah, so there's no harm in it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think you guys go for another pull. I think ranged. You want to stand a little further away from square here at the start too.
Okay.
Stand further to the right.
My issue was I also had to rebuild like all my imps and everything because they outranged when I ran out there.
Mm. Okay, we got first portal. Plum out to square. Range needs to be baiting. That's perfect. And the first ring's coming out. Okay, and here's trying to get back towards square. We need to bait again. Okay, good traps.
We're gonna phase before the ring.
Okay, good. Make sure we're focusing acolytes here.
And get them gripped in as soon as possible.
Yeah, acolytes need to be nuked.
Every massive blast needs to be stunned, guys. We have a rotation for you.
Okay, there's that on your screen.
Here, should go over the second platform now.
Yeah, and the next set of baits is going to be X and triangle. Those are the wormholes. Good job,
Okay.
baby.
And range needs to bait with these sparks. So, okay, we'll have to ask after this.
We are repositioning, guys. By the way, so head on over here. You have to get all the way to triangle range.
And yeah, this isn't close.
Yeah, okay.
So this is going to pull us through. Oh, it was too late. But yeah, that's going to be the first hard overlap. Viz is going to have to get us through that second ring.
So he has to immune that one.
I did make it through with AMS, yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Well,
And the whole idea is like that platform kills those ads, those other rings don't come out, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. So that platform didn't have enough damage, wasn't able to get there in time. What was the problem?
I think we got there really late.
I don't think they got there. Yeah.
Well, so I think everybody died like from damage, right? I don't know the timing. So is it we're supposed to go over at 211 or supposed to like already be there at 211?
I think you should already be there, to be honest, when the ads spawn. You should go, like the tank should go a little early, like 8 seconds before, and everybody else should be moving to the platform maybe 5 seconds before they spawn.
Also, is that timer is accurate or no? Did it
Yeah,
seem
pretty
early?
When the wormhole comes out.
It's got to be based on when you phase them and stuff now.
Yeah, it's gonna be based on when you phase them, so I wonder if that's calculated in here.
It looks like it's not too far off.
Some of the videos I watched, it looked like they held damage so that they got that second ring. Like you actually did the rings and then pushed it to intermission.
Yeah, so cooldowns aren't up yet. I actually, because we held them for 10 seconds at the beginning.
Oh, you should send. The only person that should hold is Lim.
Okay.
All right, because he's going to be the one person.
I should say that on
No,
that
that doesn't
first
make
one,
any
that
sense.
time, we
He's the one
hit it
backup.
really fast. Like we killed everything on that platform in like 10 seconds, and we were just waiting for the bomb.
Well, that's going to happen. Like I think that's the plan.
Yeah, I'm holding meta for that just because of the dots and all the ads.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can optimize that however you see fit. But Yeah, I mean, ideally we get that second platform we get after 2 minutes are back up. And why don't you think only one person should hold, Chris?
I just didn't think Lim is the designated backup now. I thought that we just did that because they were both warlocks on that
Okay.
one poll.
Yeah, no, we can have different designated backup. I just don't know who would be the best. Maybe.
Honestly, I don't even know on that first platform if like all of us are even needed.
So you think one person can still just come late if they get the portal?
I did that like the second pull, and we still killed everything.
Okay.
All right, let's go back to doing that. No backup.
It's like Wild Spirits just like kind of fucking nukes it.
And vote. Quick question: when you move over to triangle, range needs to go over there. Where are the baits going?
The baits can just go. We can always just bait it to the right. I think that's probably fair.
Okay.
Bait to the
to the right. Yeah,
inwards.
that's fine. Yeah. Yep. All right. I now know where everything is on your UI, so I can hopefully track some shit better.
Yeah, sorry, I don't have healing cooldowns up here. Just immunities and shit.
That's fine. I didn't know where that kick rotation was. You don't have the background on your note. It's hard to read.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, so this is the first portal spawn on square. And range can get over to the right and bait. I only see 2. First ring's coming from the middle. Everyone get away from Hish. And we're baiting. And you're going to push him before this ring.
I don't think so.
No? You
No, that's not what we're gonna push him.
Okay, there we go.
Push him.
Pretty close.
All right, so hard focus acolytes. Remember, Gui stun first, then 8-ball, then Vela.
You're not chain stunning them. You're only stunning for the massive blast cast.
Okay.
And we want.
All right, you're moving over to triangle here.
Yep. So
we need to get this wormhole to triangle. It's probably nice. And range is still moving over, and you're going to get a bait right after that.
Good job, Zach.
So range is baiting currently. I see 1 trap. Okay. Okay, so this is here are your first rings of the phase. First one's coming from the middle, so you guys should teleport, and then Viz is gonna immune through and pull you through to the safe
I
side.
missed the DPS check.
Yeah, I was not even close. I have nothing for that, like actually nothing, unless you just want me to hold meta for that. But I just feel like it's a long time.
No, you should not hold meta for that.
That's
okay. It is like 2 minutes into the fight. I just don't have anything for it.
Yeah, no, maybe it's.
Yeah, the ICDs are out. They came up, but it was late.
A lot of my AoE into it as well when the armor spawned facing the ranged.
Yeah, we had that problem in the first group, and we fixed it by just having a tank there before everything spawns. The ad should go basically all the way in the back of that room. Like,
like, for that timing, my Wild Spirits was still on cooldown. I assume Drax was probably as well. It probably came up later. It may not matter in the long run, but I know.
I think that's why they hold DPS to do that, the rings, so that like Wild Spirits can come back up. Like you don't use it during intermission; you're using it for that Group 2 platform.
Yeah.
Can a priest come and grip me?
Mumbles, you're not supposed to be on platform 2.
Oh no, I wasn't, but
Oh,
we have a
you're just
hunter
saying
each
in
one.
general.
Yeah, because we pushed that phase faster than our last pull, and because last pull, Wild Spirits came up right as the phase transitioned, and that probably would have helped. And this time we pushed it so fast, I had 25 seconds on Wild Spirits, and I assume Drax did the same.
So I think that the armor is it's probably the big thing that happened on the second, because it prevents all damage done. Basically, if the armor is between you and the ads.
Well, do we want to do like Rugi said and just like actually slow down damage some?
I don't think that's the problem. If it was their shield on the way.
Does it make sense to just put more people on platform 2 to account for that?
What was that?
You don't. You
Put
can't.
more
There's not
people?
really too many more people you can put. I
Oh.
guess.
I think you guys can go again because
Yeah,
that was the
shouldn't-
first time you guys made it to the platform cleanly, right? On the second platform. Just go again and see.
I mean, do you think so? Do you think? I don't really know how sub rogue works anymore. Do you think you'd be okay out there, Henry? Like, you think you'd be better than Venthyr Havoc? I guess Venthyr Havoc.
Yeah, if they're not saving meta 100%.
Yeah, so I'll swap that then.
Yeah, because I'm definitely more likely to be able to save it for
Yeah,
platform 3.
Yeah, it would make way more sense if you're knife it, but you're definitely not knife it. That's totally fine. I guess knife it sucks. So let's just I'll change it.
How many targets is it? It's like 6 plus? 5 plus?
Yeah,
I think
five.
5.
Yeah,
Well,
that's fine.
I think it's
It's 6 total, isn't it?
5 plus overseer. Okay,
Yeah,
6.
6.
How soon after the intermission is the second platform? Like right after?
We go immediately after the intermission.
Okay.
Hish, just make sure when you go over to the platform, you move the overseer all the way back.
Gotcha.
Like against the wall.
All right, so this is the first portal and first group, and range is baiting. Make sure we get these baits.
I didn't press my toy in time.
We could B-res Muma.
I can too.
Someone should just send a B-res.
We
I
should
think first group is
somebody died because they don't have a
fine.
healer over there. Let's just wipe it. All right.
Oh, he's on that group. I see.
Yeah, I was running over and didn't press my toy in time and just ran off.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Just reset.
How is
Good enough.
how is knife a boomy with that noise?
I honestly think I can still play Vent there. But what do you mean? What are you asking?
I know Venthyr wouldn't be good there, but as in like killing an ad platform. Venthyr wouldn't have enough time to ramp and kill it.
Yeah, that's right. I think so. On pull, are they instantly going to the first platform?
Yes.
Yeah, then
No,
yeah, sure.
But there's nothing there until
but platform
the portals
one
come out.
Yeah. You wouldn't go in platform one anyway. You'd probably be going in like a different set. I'm
Okay.
just curious how knife it boomy is because
Should get.
just group
Yeah.
comps going forward.
You guys should get another poll going.
Yeah, let's keep. Yeah, it's just more of a question than let's do it right now. I guess the question is, can you do burst AoE?
Yeah.
Okay. And Guy, does your meta Sinful Brand, does it get to do a full tick on the platform or no?
What do
There's
you
a
mean?
lot of really
You
cool
get full value out
technology
of there now.
packed into the James Webb Space Telescope. Everything from the reflector, the size of a tennis court but thinner than a human
I
hair,
think he
the
means
cryo-cooled
to
human
get the full
instrumentation super cool,
duration.
the ultralight
Yeah,
beryllium
is
mirrors,
it worth?
everything about it
You
at
get
a
to extend
technological
more
marvel.
on the boss.
I think the most
I
impressive
don't
piece of
think
technology
it
on the entire telescope is
matters.
this.
Yes, you have one of each class.
Is a blood DK doing like 25k HPS because he just nukes himself at the end.
You know what my favorite thing in pugs are? When they look at my damage logs, and then they look at my healing logs, I'm like, you're a tank, why aren't your healing logs higher? I just don't know what to say to that. You want me to take damage on purpose, or... I stand in the bag of Death Strike.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Apologies, Cherished One. It was only take a moment to deal with these intruders. It is amusing how you stumble through space and
There's
time.
portal. Oh, we lost our markers and range baiting.
That's exactly where it's supposed to be. It's a good play.
I don't float, so you can die together. Your agony amuses
Out.
me.
2, 1.
The first ring's coming out. We gripped and then we bait ranged. Immediately bait.
You mortals cannot even bear a spark of my teeth.
5,
Stasis fields should
4,
keep you busy.
3, 2,
Bait.
1.
This force will overtake you.
We're gonna push.
Unbridled power.
Just remember to focus acolytes to get communication out.
I like sweeping.
Oh yeah,
the
sorry.
last your last on him. And as these get low, just remember we're moving over to triangle. So we're going over triangle, and the group needs to get ready to go over.
He did it. I wonder what the heck folding spells
Wormhole
says
on
the
triangle
play.
here. Range is baiting right after that wormhole goes down.
I don't know. So you can
5, 4,
Lucky baits.
2, 1.
Your destruction is
The rings are coming out. First one is coming from the middle.
my way.
We didn't kill
Tank would immune through, but we're down.
Just not enough damage there, or is it?
I'm like almost dead. Overseer 2%.
Okay.
But the damage dealers
So-
that were over there, do you think you could do more, or?
I'm looking at the details.
Wait, if it was damage on the overseer, then we wouldn't have gotten the extra rings.
There's one little guy left with like a little bit of health.
Yeah, the little guys are the only damage.
Oh, I will run over and res you guys over there too. I didn't get that first one. Should hopefully reach.
Our bodies are supposed to port back, but doesn't seem to be the case.
You're just close to the edge. Be careful.
You like?
I'll also save a potion for that. Maybe that'll and trinket maybe.
You kind of want potion for your lust, though, no? Well, I guess boss damage doesn't matter too much. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no the
I
video.
mean, as long as we make the check, right? Whatever.
Well, what later in the fight, boss damage might matter at the end, right? It's pretty hectic.
It's supposedly you can kill it with like 5 DPS dead or.
Oh, that's true. Actually, yeah. Actually, these kill logs I'm looking at all had 6 people dead.
Yeah. Something. That's what they're saying. You just have to. Oh.
Hell is this?
Injury.
What are those guys called? Are they plunderers?
Which ones?
The little guys on the platforms.
Yeah. Plunderers.
I feel like I should be doing more. I'll have to look at logs to figure it out. And maybe it's just the cooldowns aren't quite up. That's probably the difference is, I guess. It's like standing there for 5 seconds without cooldowns.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I am past my drinking point. It is amusing how you stumble through space and time.
Okay, so we got first portal and triangle. I'm not triangle, sorry, it was square. And now we're baiting.
And then float, or you can die together.
5,
Your agony amuses me.
2, 1.
It is unavoidable.
Move out to the outside ring.
You know what's fucking airship.
True.
Range, be ready to bait immediately.
Yeah, it cuts my vision.
You mortals cannot even bear a spark of my stasis field should keep
4,
you busy.
3, 2, 1.
This force will overtake you.
Push here.
But wonder, I want more.
Get range together, please. Whoever gets that, do it.
We're moving out to triangle here. Triangle.
Good position.
Okay, portal goes to triangle. After this portal, range is baiting.
Hold on then. Let's hope.
5, 4,
Dress around.
2, 1.
We'll get our rings here.
So what we're gonna do is 8-Ball, you don't think you're needed in the first group, right?
Doesn't really feel like it.
So I think what we can do is we can do Infernal on one pole and then go with the second group.
Okay, we can see if it should be back up. Maybe, we'll see. Or close enough.
You said it was up there, right there, right?
It was up there. It wasn't up like by the time they had taken the port. I don't think though.
But you if you use it on pole, it might be.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Theoretically, of course.
Theoretically.
So I'm not going to formally edge the group, but can you just go this time?
Yeah. Oh. Just give a second.
I'm in.
Five,
Oh,
four,
I was muted again.
3, 2, 1.
I am past my breaking point. It is amusing how you stumble through space and time.
Range is baiting.
And close, so you can die together.
5,
Your
4,
agony amuses me.
2, 1.
Destruction is unavoidable.
This is our first portal.
Kind of falling behind on damage here.
You cannot control where you stand. You lack power.
Not sure, was somebody late maybe? Or...
No, we called for 8-ball to spawn.
You mortals come
Also, did no one go in his place though?
Yeah, no, because he said he felt so.
But that no, we shouldn't do that. I was muted. I'm sorry. We shouldn't do that because I feel like we don't need the damage on the boss anyway, so we should at least send someone else out there.
We need the damage. Yeah, I know. Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll put key back out there. Probably there.
I am the force you have
Because what we need
feared.
8-ball to kill the second platform, I think.
But so, and I do have a question about that second platform. Oh, I don't have a soul. Oh, no, has it? It's not the problem. It's not a problem with the tank, like grouping up the ads, right? It's just a damage thing.
That
was just a comp thing.
I mean, we
Okay.
kill like all of them except like one. Like the last time there was literally like one little ad. That
Yeah, it's like target cap, right? Because there's 6 things, and you can only have 5 at a time.
Okay.
All we're going to do here is we're going to swap 8-ball and noise.
I could also hold meta again if you guys want to.
You're fine.
skip-
No, that's fine. Yeah,
No.
the only change we'll make here was we'll just swap noise and 8-ball. I'll push them.
Yeah, I don't know if the ads are stacked up enough for melee. I guess would be the other question that doesn't affect me, but.
True. Windwalker monk would be sick.
Yeah, they definitely sent Windwalker.
5,
I can do
4,
mediocre Windwalker.
3, 2, 1.
I am past
That
my
might be an
breaking
angle.
point. It is amusing how you stumble through
I think dogs
space
even
and
one
time.
push or able to.
There's bait.
And close, so you can die together. Your
4,
agony amuses me.
2, 1.
Your destruction is unavoidable.
Moving out to the teleporter.
You cannot control where you stand.
And right after this grip, we have the bait.
You mortals cannot even bear a spark of my teeth.
5,
Stasis field should
4,
keep you busy.
3, 2, 1.
This force will overtake you. Reveal your secret.
Okay. And as these get low, we're moving over to triangle.
I got
First
like
wormhole, just going to triangle.
I got like 15 on Infernal right now, so that's what I'm kind of worried about. Okay.
You want me to so you can 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It feels like KTL already.
Take the portal.
Oh, that was so
Yeah, I had portal, so I was late. We would have killed that easy.
Alright, so what I'll do is
I am the force you have always feared.
we'll assign Lim, you'll be an official backup for platform 2. Okay.
Okay. Because yeah, I can help out.
try
I'm
one
not
worker?
useless. I'm not
We're
useless.
done now. I think that was probably our last pull ring.
Yep. We're gonna go over free pull again. So great job tonight. We killed VG a lot faster than expected.
Yeah, that's awesome for the first night. 2
We
bosses
killed
down.
Skull really fast too,
Yeah.
honestly.
And we got some experience in artificial. So next week our goal to get this boss down and then work on sausage.
So we'll,
Great job tonight, everybody. And keep an eye out.
Heroic next week.
we'll do heroic, yeah. We're
Yep.
gonna,
And then on Monday, keep your eye out for the Raiders Lounge to see for the pool. Get Jailer AOTC on Monday. Otherwise, good job tonight.
Yeah. Catch you guys later. Have a good night.
GG's, good night.
GG's.